give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want.
Last week was fun, enjoyable. It was tiring, so it's a pretty hard kind of split. So you're coming back every second day to train that same muscle group. But we also get used to these things over time. So this week I expect not to feel as fatigued and not as sore, and then so on and so forth until we can then really make progress. So last week got all my numbers together. I kind of know what's a challenging weight. I know where to progress to or where I'm starting from to progress to. So now we start that process. And then little tweaks along the way. So if I feel an exercise today, another exercise is not really compatible, just a general fatigue overall potentially, or maybe a high risk of injury doing big movement, 2 days later big movement, then I might put those a little bit further apart or adjust those exercises. So little tweaks along the way now, but ultimately we've got our structure, we've got our initial weights, now it's time to progress. So we start this workout. So this is a full upper body workout. That's a difference between what I was doing and what I am doing now. I was doing push workouts and pull workouts. Now they're together, and I just divvy up the work to what's important to me, but also what needs the work. So I know for my chest work or my pushing work, it doesn't appear to require as many sets or as much work as my back stuff. So on this day, I only do a little bit of chest stuff and a very solid chunk of back stuff. And I can divvy that up. I don't have to have a whole push day if I only need to do a couple sets towards my chest. So with that in mind, we start off with 2 movements on this machine. Number 1 is going to be a Kelso shrug, which is a horizontal shrugging movement to kind of get the traps fired up or pre-fatigued. And then we're going to go into a chest supported row. So the idea here is that if we do these Kelso shrugs first and then go to our chest supported row, the traps are already fired up, so they're also going to be the limiting factor on the chest supported row. So what we call a pre-fatigue strategy. Fatigue them with one exercise, then when we go to the other exercise that uses a lot of different muscle groups, then they're already a little bit fatigued, so they become the limiting factor. So let's go. Number 1, Kelso shrug. So we'll reach over, grab the handle, lock in, and it's just essentially rolling the shoulders forward, rolling them back, squeezing them really hard at the back, and that's kind of one of the main functions of your traps. So just not going super heavy initially up front. I'm doing a light weight for a high-ish rep range, 10 to 20. I'll do 2 sets on there. When I've done my 2 sets on there, I adjust the weights, and then we'll go to our chest supported row. So same sort of setup, reach over, grab the handle, chest on, but now we do the full rowing component. Same idea, focusing on those same muscles. And then we're trying to feel them on that movement at all. Okay, week 2, upper body, lower body split. Let's get it on. Feeling good. Nice quiet gym here this morning, so let's smash it out.
You know I'll always be a bit superior, get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help, I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some modestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help, I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make
Alright, finished with the Kelso Shrugs chest supported row, both targeting the upper back, and then we go to one more upper back movement here, which is called the machine by this brand is called Extreme Row, Prime Extreme Row. But essentially the idea is now, instead of having a row that's coming this way, now we have that variation that comes up. So potentially targeting a different part of your upper back because we're angling up. Now if you don't have a machine like this, I've done this before, setting an incline bench up like this, setting some dumbbells on the ground like this, and then rowing in that kind of position there, completely fine. This machine is here, so we use it. So essentially I've set the incline and the position of this such that I'll get a good range of motion, and I've set the seat and my position such that when I row, you'll see that my arm, hopefully, is all coming in line with the resistance. So the opposite that would be is that if we didn't align with the machine very well, and it was kind of, these machines go on these hinges, and it was hinging up like that, but I was set too low, my wrist would kink. If I was set too high, it's almost like I'm doing a little bicep curl. So we want to see this part of my arm lined up with the resistance as I row. That's a really simple way to kind of find your position for these. So I'll take my handles, set my position, chest nice and proud. We go up and back, squeezing up nice and high on the shoulder blades on this one. First time at it last week, so we will progress with it and see if it feels good, see if it goes well or not. Okay, let's go.
You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Alright, so we are right next door from our upper back movement. Now we're going to start our lat bias work. So lats, comparably to your upper back, they're usually trained best when the arm's nice and close to the body. So either we're going upper lats, we're pulling the arm back and around towards the spine, or lower lats, we're pulling the arm down. So traps run up towards your skull, the base of your skull at the back, and out towards the shoulders and head back in towards the spine. The lats are kind of underneath that, attached to your arm, and heading in and down this way. So with that in mind, to train the lats, arm close. To train the upper back, usually the arm is coming away because it's a little bit higher and the upper back can contribute to that movement. So with that said, we go to a pull down variation. We're thinking about keeping the arm close. I'm going to go single arm here and keep the arm nice and close to the body, pretending I'm kind of driving it into my back pocket, as that is where the lower lat is headed, is down towards your pelvis like that. So we go here, strap in, sit down with it. I noticed last week from seeing the video that I might have been a little bit too far back and it wasn't lined up perfectly well. So now I have that information. Sit in nice and close, pull the arm down, stretch, pull, stretch, pull. So could do this both sides. I've always felt doing one side at a time feels a little bit more effective. It just takes double the time. So, but if you are willing to do that, it just feels a little better to me. All right, let's add our weight and hit it.
Who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Yeah, they all wanna ring, yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart, are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs, are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Alright guys, a little bit of microphone issues as always, but I thought I'd jump on because I think I made a decent point here. So essentially what I'm discussing here is the importance of tracking what you do and how it can make life a lot easier for you. So if you check on my program here, I'll essentially put all the notes surrounding my exercise in a little note section. So what setup on the machine I have, any kind of little things that I want to remember, and then also my weights and performance I track week to week. So that serves to make it easy the next time we come back to it, in that I know what weight I did lift. So when I come back to do the exercise, I can move to that exercise pretty quickly and know where I'm at versus having to build it up or think about what I'm doing. I already just about know where I am and ready to go. But also that also tells you if you're making progress or not. So if I look over the course of time and my weights or performance is not going up, that is probably not a great sign. So with that in mind, I essentially will track that, and if that's going up, I know I'm doing something right. If that's not going up, I know there's something that needs changing. So that's something to keep in mind about note taking and sort of having some sort of record of what you do. Now for the specifics on the upcoming movement, we're back on the chest supported row machine, and here I'm just discussing the difference between doing this with 2 arms and using the chest support to kind of train the upper back. We're now onto lat bias movement. So essentially what I do to make this machine now about my lat is I'll do 1 arm at a time and I'll lean over to the side. Now the lat being a muscle that kind of attaches to the front of your arm and wraps around and heads in towards your spine, or that's the thoracic lat. When we want to train that best, we want to keep it nice, or keep our arm nice and close to the body. And as we finish the movement, kind of squeeze it in towards the spine. As our arm starts to drift away from the body, like with upper back movements, our arm starts to raise up, our whole shoulder starts to move, or our scapula starts to move back. And that's why those movements are kind of more inclined to use your upper back. So for this one, I go single arm because it allows me to move over to the side, kind of line up with the machine a little bit better such that my lat is going to be the dominant worker. I also will note here that see that my arm or my lower arm is in line with the machine or the resistance and the path of the machine. And that's another important one. If we're up too high, it kind of goes like that, as I'm showing there. If we're down too low, it almost becomes like a bicep curl. So we want to line that lower arm in line with the movement of the machine such that we're all working in the same direction. It's not kind of kinking at the wrist or bicep curling or any of that kind of stuff. All right, let's get into it.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient.
shit. Hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. Oh,
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
Alright, so next up we have the incline plate loaded chest press. So this is my only chest exercise for today. As said at the beginning, setting up upper body sessions versus pushing sessions. I can devote a lot of the volume to where I want it and only have it. I'm going to do 2 sets of chest work, but I do that 3 times throughout the week. And my chest is pretty large compared to some other things, so don't require as much work, potentially. We'll note it down. Again, all my volumes equated, and then I'll see if I make progress. If I need more, put 3 here, put 3 on another day, add that little bit at a time. But for now, we'll reduce it right down, put a lot of the work into the other muscle groups, and then this is, just maybe it doesn't have to do as much or whatever it might be. Now this is one where I got the setup. It looked a bit incorrect last time out. I was taking this handle. I think it's going to be more appropriate to take this handle, and I've just adjusted my seat such that, again, incline work is targeting the upper chest. So I want my arm sort of coming up in this direction, not up here, not across here like this, kind of up. So I'm aiming this to kind of give me like a bit of an uppercut, so my arm's kind of coming like that. So I'll beat my chest nice and proud, expose it to the tension, drive my arm up and across the body, big stretch, up and across. So even with my anal note taking, still got this one a little bit incorrect last week, it looked to me. Try this hand position and then see if I feel any different with it. Alright, we do this and then we head into our isolation work.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic with this logic, you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing.
Alright guys, I hope you've been enjoying the workout so far. So just wanted to discuss the programming that I'm currently on. So I'm currently on, as we get into the plate loaded preacher curl, currently last week had just started an upper body / lower body split that runs 6 days per week at the moment. So basically what's happened is I've come from a push, lower, pull workout, and now we're going upper, lower. And I think the main considerations, as previously mentioned, is that we are paying attention to our recovery. So if I'm going from having 72 hours rest between muscle groups and now I'm at 48 hours, it's just being mindful of both exercise selection, volume, intensity of effort, and all those kinds of things that will lead to potential overtraining or not allowing you to recover in time. So if you are doing the same amount of volume and getting 1 day's less rest and you're sore between workouts, there's some potential that that's not an awesome thing. As we kind of finish up these preacher curls here, if you've ever tried these prime machines on a preacher curl particularly, it feels like it is tearing my bicep as I kind of especially go through the eccentric or lowering phase, because you can load them at different stages of the movement. If you make it hard at the beginning and then as you start to lower, it gets really difficult. Now we head into a tricep extension. I do a interesting thing here, which is I essentially am putting my head underneath this post or the arm of the machine, as you can see at the top there, and that's kind of holding me down, not allowing me to be pulled or pushed up. Just gives me that little bit extra stability. Give that a little try, a little tweaky thing there. So as I was saying, we're going upper body, lower body split, and we're just paying attention to recovery. And I mentioned that if we are doing the same amount of work but giving ourselves a day less rest, that is potentially not ideal, and we might not be able to recover. You might be able to recover, but you might not. So I have changed to this particular kind of split to make it such that I can put the work into the muscle groups that I want, or more so. So as I think I said somewhere throughout this workout, in my chest exercises or chest work, I don't need as much work, so I'm only doing chest 2 sets per session of my upper body workout. So that's 3 workouts times 2 sets, 6 total sets. But for my back, for my upper back, I think I'm doing 4 per session, and for my lats as well, I'm doing 4 per session. So that's something to keep in mind. There are some muscle groups for me, and I would say for most people, that need more work than others, and doing it this way and splitting it up such that we've got upper and lower, and then in my upper body I don't have to spend a whole session on push if I only need a couple of sets into my chest. I can essentially just have the 2 sets that I need potentially, and then I'm just going to basically gauge if this program is working going off of strength. So if my strength is going up on movements and I'm progressing, then that would indicate that we're on a pretty good track. If not, we might need to make some changes. Okay, we're going to the last exercise here. So this is quite a unique setup. We're leaning forward onto the rear delt machine. And this essentially, I'm doing this because essentially the origin and the insertion of the rear delt, essentially it originates on the side of your arm at the deltoid tuberosity and on the scapula, and it kind of angles down. So if I lean forward onto the chest pad, that'll kind of allow me to use that. All right, we've about run out of time. He's about to finish up here, ladies and gentlemen. As always, guys, subscribe, like, do all the good YouTube stuff. And remember, it's about progress over perfection. Coach Dan, signing off.
Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah. You know I'm